Welcome to my November Fictionary video where I pick the books that I'm going to try and read over the next month. This is done using this board here. It's upside down. This board here. This is my Fictionary board. This is based on Pictionary. We have multiple different categories such as people and places, appearance, title, difficult, and any book. Each of these categories has multiple different prompts under them, of which I will be drawing 5 to pick out today's TBR. The lighting is very on and off at the moment, and whenever I film in here I have to rely on the sun, so if it goes suddenly very overexposed or suddenly very dark, then that is what that is. I have some books that I would like to try and get onto this TBR. First up we have got The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab. That is really hard to say. Fragile Threads of Power. Anyway, this is a new continuation to the Darker Shade of Magic series. I am so excited for this. I don't have capacity to read it in October, which makes me very sad, but I would like to try and get it on to my November Fictionary. I've just realised there's also A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber, which is arriving today, that I would also really like to try and get onto this TBR. And the biggies is the Percy Jackson series, or these 5 books at least, because I think, is there a new one out now? This is The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. Now I don't know whether to treat this as one whole prompt, like if I can get one prompt to get all these books, or treat them individually, but I need to read all these in November for a video that is going to be coming out in December. I need to get these on the TBR, I really do, and I guess I'll decide whether I do it as one collective prompt or individually when I start drawing the prompts. Speaking of the prompts, I'm running out. I usually reshuffle and add in new prompts every year, and that is usually in January. I think I've ran out of difficult prompts, so I think I might have to do that reshuffle now instead, because I just don't have anything left in there in certain categories. So what I'm going to do is reshuffle the old prompts back in, and then for January I will add in new prompts and take away some of the ones that I feel like just don't really make sense to be in there anymore. So that's the plan. I'm so sorry about the horrendous lighting. Let's get on with picking my November Fictionary TBR. Also, I say this every time, but this is just a guideline TBR. I'm a mood reader, so this is just an idea for me, but I don't always stick to it. I think I did a pretty good job actually of sticking to it in October, but that's for you to find out in my wrap up. But it's just an idea of what I'd like to get to for the month. I have 5 rolls. I have 1 minute to find each book. If I fail, I have to pick out a forfeit card. I think that's all the rules. Let's go. Okay, roll number 1. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Appearance. Okay, roll number 1 is appearance. We have got cover with a person on it. That's a person. There's a person on the cover. I've got it on the TBR. Fragile Threads of Power is book 1. Okay, we're off to a speedy start. Roll number 2. 1. Title. Okay, roll number 2. We have got title. Animal in the title. Okay, I have 1 minute to find that book. Okay, starting in here because it's easier. We've got Hummingbird Salamander. That's definitely an option. I'm not going to pick it out quite yet because I don't know if I want to read that one in November or not, but hang on, let's go in my other shelf space. I just remembered that I've got to read a couple of books for something I'm working on in November, and this is one of them, and this has cats in the title, which is an animal. It's going on the TBR. I forgot that there was a load of books that I still need to get on this TBR for something that I'm doing in November, and they were on a different shelf, so I didn't look at them and I didn't think about including them in this video, but I definitely need to, and this is one of them that fits perfectly into the prompt because it is called The Cats We Meet Along the Way. This is by Nadia Mikhail, and this is following a sister who goes on a road trip to Malaysia to reconnect with her sister who she hasn't seen in about 2 years and go on a journey. It sounds like it's going to be pretty hard-hitting and definitely very beautiful along the way as well. Jenny Downham has reviewed it saying a beautiful debut about finding the light even when the world is ending, so I think it's going to be very hard-hitting but also really beautiful. So this is the second book for the TBR. Roll number 3. Need to get Percy Jackson on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Title. Okay, roll number 3. Title. Hopefully something that can get the Percy Jackson series on this TBR. Friend picks the first letter, not the or a. Okay, I'm actually right now on Patreon live sprints, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to post into that chat and get somebody to give me a letter, and hopefully it is something with one of the Percy Jackson book titles. Okay, I kid you not, I asked for the letter. Gavin gave me P. I didn't say anything about what books I needed to get onto this TBR. I'm having that because it's the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series. I was gonna go for like book titles, but I think that works as well. I genuinely did not guide that. I know that Gavin is aware that I am going to be reading this series, but you know, he gave me P. I didn't say it in the comments, so I'm counting this as a win. Thank you, Gavin. This is going on my TBR. It's 5 books. I'm hoping that I should be able to tear through these. I've read the first one already, but I will be rereading it. There will be a vlog coming. I hope that you're looking forward to it because I'm really looking forward to filming it, and it's been one that I've wanted to do for a while. Anyway, we got them on. 2 more rolls. Need to get Curse for True Loves on. And maybe some of these other books that I have clearly forgotten that I needed to get on this TBR. It's becoming a bit chonky. Okay, another roll. We have got 2. 1, 2, any book. I got any book. Obviously I'm going to go for Curse for True Loves by Stephanie Garber because I really want to read that and I want to get it on the TBR. So that one, I don't have a physical copy yet because it's arriving today, but that is the book. It is the 3rd book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. It's the final book in that trilogy. I'm really looking forward to reading it. So many people have received their copy yesterday and I'm seeing so many things online and I'm trying to dodge any spoilers, but I'm looking forward to it. So it's on the TBR. Final roll time. Okay. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any book again? What? Okay. The rolling gods are in my favour. I got any book, which is perfect because it means I can get on one more of the books that I forgot I needed to include on this TBR, and that book is All That's Left in the World by Eric J. Brown. This is a dystopia that is following the last 2 people left alive after a catastrophic event wipes out most of the population. I think it's a romance as well. Jamie's alone in a cabin in the woods. He meets injured Andrew and is compelled to help. Jamie and Andrew are hoping for safety, for shelter, for community, but ahead of them is a perilous journey through a world torn apart. They don't know what they'll find out there, but they may just find each other. Okay, so this is also going on the TBR. This is it. This is the stack. We have got Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab. I've deliberately not telling you what this book is about because it is the 4th kind of book in this series and I don't want to spoil the rest of the series, but the whole series is based in an alternate London and it's great fun. Check it out. I'm so overexposed. This is such bad lighting. Hang on. Oh, that's kind of better. I should have just drawn the curtains earlier. Anyway, that is book number 1. That was for a person on the cover. Then we have got The Cats We Meet Along the Way by Nadia Mikhail. That is for a title with an animal in the cover. For A Friend Picks the First Letter, we went for P, which got the Percy Jackson series, Percy Jackson and the Olympians by Rick Riordan, which is 5 books all in all onto this TBR, a little bit chonky. For my first any book, I went for A Curse for True Loves by Stephanie Garber, and for my second any book, I went for All That's Left in the World by Eric J. Brown. This is precarious, so I'm just gonna put it down. Sorry for the horrendous lighting throughout pretty much all of that video. I should have just drawn one of the curtains sooner, but hindsight. Anyway, I think that's a pretty decent TBR. I got on all the books that I needed to, so I'm counting that as a win. If you would like to see me reading some of these, there will be vlogs coming, so do subscribe and hit the little bell thingy to be notified when I post. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you to my Patreons for making every video possible. I will see you in the next one.